So I want to thank you all today for joining in. You could have been doing so many other things right now, but you chose your learning and self growth, which speaks volume about you. Now, you must probably sitting here today feeling tired, or maybe energyless, or bloated, or quietly overwhelmed. Midlife does that to us. There's a lot happening inside our body and outside in our life, all at the same time. So today, I want to walk you from feeling tired, bloated, and overwhelmed all the time to feeling light, calm, and back in control of your life again. Let me ask you something. You are eating clean. Now you are eating clean. You are eating better than what you did in your 20s. लेकिन फिर भी आपका वेट वापस आ रहा है. एक टाइम था जो क्लोथ्स आपको आ रहे थे, अब वो आपकी कबर्ड में रखे हैं एंड यू आर स्टिल वेटिंग, कभी तो मैं उनको पहनूंगी. यू आर हैविंग ब्रोकन स्लीप. रात को या तो बहुत देर तक नींद नहीं आती, और यू वेक अप एट 3 a.m. एंड देन यू लुक एट योर फोन एंड गूगल a lot of things like why am I tired, what is happening to me. There is also a possibility that you may be feeling more reactive than responsive nowadays. And then later on, you feel guilty. यार इतनी तो कोई बात नहीं थी, क्यों इतना गुस्सा आ गया. But we don't understand at this time that ये सब हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं है. Our body isn't broken. Our metabolism hasn't failed. सिर्फ रूल्स चेंज हुए हैं. Now, the problem is that we were never taught about the new rules by which we need to play. We didn't get any new playbook. Our mothers, our grandmothers, all the females around us, we have always been taught to put ourselves last, to subjugate ourselves. हमेशा हमेशा ये लगता है कुछ नहीं है, एंड वी कीप ऑन पुलिंग थ्रू. लाइकवाइज अभी जैसे वंदिता जी ने शेयर किया, सबको प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, but we don't prioritize ourselves. We don't give ourselves importance enough to understand what is going on with our bodies and what we need to do to change our lifestyle. Although बहुत छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं, but we need to first become aware of where we need to start. So this is why I do what I do. I am Dr. Sulbha Arya. I'm an oncologist. And for the last 15 years, I have practiced medicine, diagnosing, treating, supporting women through some of the most important chapters of their lives. And yet, a few years ago, when my own body began to change, I was completely unprepared. This all started very subtly. First, my periods changed. उसके बाद then I started facing anxiety issues without any reason. I used to feel low most of the times. And मुझे लगता था, people used to ask me, तुझे क्या हुआ है? And I had no answer because there was no reason at all. So I did what a doctor would do. I went to a psychiatrist and I walked out with a prescription of clonazepam. उसके बाद I was still not very satisfied, so I went to a gynecologist and I was handed a long list of tests. Obviously, the reports came back normal, and I was told, कुछ नहीं है, ये सब तो होता रहता है. But I was feeling anything but fine. As a doctor, I knew this dismissal was dangerous, not because something was terribly wrong, but because I felt something was being missed. So I took this journey into my own hands. I began studying my hormonal changes, especially that take place in a woman after the age of 35. I started doing research work. I started reading a lot of research papers. I started going to perimenopausal experts in US and UK. I enrolled in a number of programs. But here's the truth, that advice did not fully fit me. It didn't fit the Indian woman. Our food is different, our lifestyle is different, our culture is different. So I am a vegetarian basically, and much of what was recommended wasn't practical and sustainable. So I started experimenting. I applied what worked, and slowly I started seeing a shift in my energy levels. My sleep improved, and my mood stabilized. That is when I formally started studying nutrition, learning how to design a hormone supportive vegetarian diet, manage my protein levels, and understand metabolism through the midlife lens. But hormones was just one part of the story. Midlife was asking so many other questions. So I again started seeking help.
सॉरी टू सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट टू यू सुलभा. मेरी ना दो सिस्टर्स ज्वाइन करना चाह रही हैं बट दे आर नॉट एबल टू. सेम लिंक पर.
Have they registered?
एक ने रजिस्ट्रेशन हो गई है, एक की तो रजिस्ट्रेशन हो गई है.
I'll just send the link again. उनके साथ आप लिंक शेयर कर दो.
वो कह रही है आई हैव रजिस्टर्ड बट नॉट एबल टू ज्वाइन.
नहीं, ऐसा तो नहीं है, तो शी मस्ट बी डूइंग समथिंग रॉन्ग। वो पिछली बार की तरह जैसे वो प्रेमलता जी ने किया था, उनके पास जूम है, पता चले जूम ही
रजिस्ट्रेशन
नहीं।
लिंक, हाँ हाँ वो तो है, रजिस्ट्रेशन लिंक भेजा है मैंने इनको.
हाँ वन।
आप मुझे लिंक भेज दो प्लीज एक बार.
हाँ, मैं आपको भेज दिया जूम लिंक।
जो आप बोल रहे हो ना सेम प्रॉब्लम दोनों के साथ हो रही है.
हाँ। So the hormones were just one part of the story. My midlife was asking me deeper questions. So again, I started seeking help. I went to the mindset coach. I went to the life coaches. I started going to the parenting coach, relationship coach. सब जगह से थोड़ी थोड़ी हेल्प मिली. Again, it was only in fragments. And that's when the truth became very clear to me. Women are just not one issue at a time. We are not one problem. We are not one diagnosis. And we are not one rule. We are an entire book, not a single chapter. So, our healing must be multidimensional. That realization became the foundation of my work. Now, here, let me give you an example of Anjali, a superwoman, a corporate manager in Gurugram, 42 years of age, mother to two beautiful kids. Aging parents are living with her. She is used to having late night calls with her US team. She's doing everything that any woman does. Salad खा रही है, 8,000 steps भी कर रही है. But she's has a stubborn belly fat. But that's not why she came to me. She said she doesn't feel energetic. उसको काम में she used to feel energy dips in the day. And then she was also having problem with her reactions. She had started losing her composure, and she used to start shouting at her children very often. So when she enrolled in my program, we used the emerge method, and within 10 to 14 days, she was able to have better sleep, her bloating reduced, and her energy stabilized. We were not able to achieve much of weight loss, but at the end of 3 months, her biggest change was that her children had started saying, Mama, you laugh more now. Likewise, we have another example of Meera, a 48-year-old lady from Jaipur. She was a homemaker. She used to run a entire household like a CEO. Yet she stopped attending kitty parties, avoided photos, wore only loose kurtas, and she felt as if she's watching her life from the outside. So when we started working with her, we were able to restore her sleep in the first phase by calming down her nervous system. Now her husband's snoring didn't automatically stop, but her mind became calm. In the second phase, she started building boundaries. She learned to delegate tasks without feeling guilty. And in the third phase, she started reconnecting with her inner self. She rejoined her music class, and her message to me after 3 months was like, I feel like I've come back home to myself. We have many such examples. Two of them are sitting right here in the webinar with us. Another one is a doctor from Faridabad. Now, during perimenopause and menopause, what is actually happening inside your body? Your symptoms usually come from three hormonal systems. फर्स्ट इज योर सेक्स हार्मोन। सबसे ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम ये है कि लोगों को ये नहीं पता, दे एसोसिएट द मेनोपॉज ओनली विद द स्टॉपेज ऑफ देयर पीरियड्स। उनको ये नहीं पता इट is a very complex network of system that is happening in changes that is happening inside their body. So the three predominant systems that are bringing all the symptoms are these three: the sex hormones, which consists of your estrogen, progesterone, and the testosterone. Then the second set is your stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline, which are showing a major shift during this period. And the third is the blood sugar hormones, your insulin and your glucagon, which automatically become more resistant. The insulin resistance increases during midlife. Now, each of these comes with their own set of symptoms, but the symptoms usually overlap. हम लोगों ने सुना हुआ है हॉट फ्लैशेस, वी ऑल नो, नाइट स्वेट्स, वी ऑल नो, वेट गेन। ज़्यादातर फीमेल्स दे हैव ओनली दिस कंप्लेंट कि मेरा वेट गेन हो रहा है और मेरा पेट बाहर निकल रहा है। But this is not all it is to perimenopause and menopause. Irregular periods, decreased libido, fatigue, dizziness, headaches, breast tenderness, your urinary urgency जो बहुत सारे लोगों को नहीं पता चलता, vaginal dryness. A lot of female complain of having painful sex या फिर because of the thinning of the vaginal walls. Many times it so happens that when we talk to a female one on one, then they will slowly and steadily come out with these problems. उनको शर्म आती है ये बातें करने में भी. Then digestive issues, palpitations, increased anxiety. So it's like a Pandora box. Your menopause and perimenopause, they are like a Pandora box of symptoms. It is just not one thing, periods only. So what is essentially happening here is that we हमारी body, as I said, three primary hormones are affecting the changes that are taking place in our body. तो कहाँ से वो problems arise हो रही हैं? First we need to identify that what is your primary driver. अगर आपके सेक्स हॉर्मोन्स आर द प्राइमरी ड्राइवर, तो यू विल स्टार्ट एक्सपीरियंसिंग मोर ऑफ हॉट फ्लैशेस या नाइट स्वेट्स या फिर लो लिबिडो। अगर ऐसे केसेस में आपके एच आर टीज में हेल्प। बट इफ योर प्राइमरी ड्राइवर इज योर स्ट्रेस हॉर्मोन्स, जिस जैसे कि ब्रेन फॉग आपको ज्यादा हो रही है, या यू आर हैविंग स्लीपलेसनेस इश्यूज, रात को 3 बजे आंख खुल रही है, यू आर हैविंग अ लॉट ऑफ एंजाइटी इश्यूज, तब आपके एच आर टी अलोन काम करेगी नहीं। देन द थर्ड इशू कुड बी योर ब्लड शुगर, जिसकी वजह से जो आपको वेट गेन, स्टबन वेट, एनर्जी क्रैशेस फील होते हैं। सो व्हेन यू एक्सपीरियंस दीज सिम्टम्स, primarily your symptoms are derived from the blood sugar hormone changes. So this is like a spider web where one system pulls the other. One thread, when you pull one thread, everything else shifts. That's why one solution will not fix everything. सबसे पहले हमें अपना प्राइमरी ड्राइवर ढूंढना है, and then we have to move from there. With this, I want you to spend a few minutes. I will just share this link in the comments. Open this and fill the pages 6 to 9 only for now. It's a long symptom tracker, but just take a look at 6 to 9. In this, I have given your symptoms based on your three in on these three categories. First, system one is the sex hormones, जिसमें ये सारे symptoms आते हैं। जो भी आपको सबसे ज्यादा फील होते हैं, you put a tick next to them, and at the end of the worksheet, टोटल कितने सिम्टम्स हम लोगों के वहां पे चेक हुए हैं। इफ इट इज 2, write 2. If it is 5, write 5. So likewise you will fill page number 6, page number 7, page number 8, and page number 9 pay, you have to write the total that you write at the end of each page. System 1, 2 symptoms supposedly. System 2, 5. System 3, it is 7. So the system that with the highest number is likely your primary driver. Or once we get this primary driver, we know where to start. I'll give you 5 minutes for this. You can just go through the pages and please type done in the chat box when you have attempted this so that we can move forward. नो यूजुअली व्हाट हैपेंस कि हमें ऐसा लगता है कि मैं कम खा लूंगी, मैं वर्कआउट ज़्यादा कर लूंगी और मैं सो यूजुअली वी फील दैट मैं कम खा लूंगी, मैं ज़्यादा वर्कआउट कर लूंगी तो आई विल बी एबल टू मैनेज माई सिम्टम्स, मैं कॉफ़ी पी लूंगी तो मेरे में एनर्जी आ जाएगी. सम ऑफ अस वी ऑल्सो स्टार्ट हैविंग अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ शुगर क्योंकि एनर्जी क्रैश फील होता है. So, what we need to understand is that what worked in our 30s will not work now. We look at our younger self, maybe we are comparing ourselves to a younger self कि तब भी मैंने ऐसे वेट घटा लिया था तो आज भी ऐसा वेट कम हो जाएगा. So that won't happen. Every time your body pushes back, there is a different reason, and we need to understand that reason and work according to that reason. So that is where functional nutrition plays a very big role. Then we look at pictures on the internet and we feel कि यार ऐसी बॉडी चाहिए, एंड देन वी स्टार्ट पुशिंग आवरसेल्व्स. दैट इज अगेन नॉट गोइंग टू, क्योंकि हर इंडिविजुअल की रिक्वायरमेंट्स अलग है. हर इंडिविजुअल पीपल विथ similar symptoms also have different underlying causes. So we need to understand what is actually happening with you individually and then work accordingly. Then a lot of us keep on ignoring these symptoms. We don't treat them as your enemies. They are silent whispers that are asking for your attention. So don't get into the this is just age trap. Start working on your body right from when you start experiencing the shift. Now imagine yourself in a state where your body actually made sense. You sleep through the night, your clothes are fitting better, कम चाय से भी आप बेटर एनर्जी लेवल्स में फील करते हो, ब्लोटिंग कम है, यू लर्न टू रिस्पॉन्ड विदाउट रिएक्टिंग, and your food doesn't appear like a daily exam that you have to pass. That is exactly what we teach you inside the Emerge method in my 12-week program. Here we work on your energy reset, metabolism and movement, emotional regulation, reconnection with yourself as well as with the partner, gut and nutrition mastery, embodiment and identity. Because midlife may I've seen a lot of women, they also start to face identity issues. And while we do all this, we design the plan in such a way that you can integrate these habits with your everyday life without disrupting and without doing anything टू मच. ऐसा नहीं है कि हम अब 3 महीने करें और उसके बाद हम उसको नहीं फॉलो कर सकते. सो दिस इज नॉट अ push in program. This is a program that you can easily do with your everyday life. So the Reinvent Her program is a 12-week program where we do not manage your symptoms. We work at the identity level. This is an identity level transformation program divided into 3 phases. In the first phase, we work on resetting your energy, the digestive issues like your bloating, the craving, and the energy levels. And the results are visible in as less as 2 weeks. In the second phase, we work on rewiring your emotions, your confidence, and your communication. And in the third phase, we work on helping you reinvent or reclaim your strength, intimacy, boundary settings, identity, and we give you a future roadmap. You are the same woman, just upgraded version. Now, think of these as the 5 highest ROI investments, where in the first investment, you are investing on your nourishment intelligence plan. You invest in a home food, balanced hormone smart meals, and the returns that you receive are fewer doctor visits, better energy, money, a lot of money is saved, and it is absolutely low risk. In this, the second investment that I want from you is to invest in your sleep protection fund, where you invest in your 7 to 8 hours quality sleep, which will help you get better hormones, better mood, less caffeine, and dependence on sleep meds. Now we keep on sitting all day long. So the third investment that I want from you is to invest in your walking, strength training, and stretching so that you end up having fewer joint pain complaints, fewer ortho visits, and a better mobility. Then the fourth investment that I want from you is to invest in your joy reserve. When you invest in your laughter, when you play, and when you enjoy guilt free, then your stress hormones will respond very well and there is less emotional eating. The fifth and the most important one is your inner clarity fund, where you invest on doing a little bit of breath work, stillness, and engage with the mind body tools. And the returns that you get are better decisions in health, money, and relationships. So, one program, five small investments, very high return on the investments. So, this is a 12-week program where you get the first call free one-on-one consultation call where we understand your individual requirements, your primary drivers, and we go from there. Then you get weekly live sessions where I guide you with my step by step emerge method. You get a full WhatsApp support and tracking, and you get worksheets and progress trackers as well in this program. Along with this, you get free bonuses of my 7-day hormone balancing recipe and meal guide, the sleep reset toolkit, and a full body lymphatic massage video tutorial absolutely free. Now, the cost of doing nothing, let me tell you the cost of doing nothing. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. If you don't do anything, you will still be stuck with the same belly fat, same fatigue, same वही रात को आप Google searches कर रहे होगे. So the cost of doing nothing is not zero. आप रोज वो कॉस्ट पे कर रहे हो in terms of your energy, in terms of your confidence, in terms of your joy. You are compromising on all of these. So, this program is not for you if you are seeking a quick fix or a magic pill and you are not willing to change your daily habits. If you cannot commit for at least 2 to 3 focused hours a week for the sessions, check ins, and implementation of the tasks that are being given to you, then this program is not for you. If you expect me to fix you without taking responsibility or being honest about the challenges, then I'm sorry, this program is not for you. Then now I would like you to rate yourself how ready you are to consistently apply what you learn, even if you are not motivated that on a particular day. If you rate yourself below 7, then please come to me when you are more ready to consistently apply what you will learn. So if you are ready to take the next step, scan this QR code, book your free consultation with me, and get your personalized Reinvent Her roadmap today. So, we all need to understand that our midlife is not a breakdown, it's a calling back to yourself. With this, I would like to invite any questions that you may be having.